All right, Clubhouse, good morning, good morning. And we starting off on a high note. We starting on a high vibration, high frequency. Here's some Marshall Montano in the background. I just had to kick it off this way for you this morning. All right. Yeah. And this is Intelligent Travelers Room. We're talking all things travel and travel professional lifestyle. But we give thanks before we do anything. I could be somebody's like hype man, you know? Hey. Right? Boom. Tell everybody morning. It's an island thing. We greet everybody good morning. If you don't reply to somebody when they say good morning to you, you don't have no manners. A high frequency. Hey. All right. All right, that's DJ. What's his name? DJ Jellin. Yeah. DJ Gel. DJ Gel in the mix. All right, because I listen to all my music on YouTube. And we're going to keep this going on in the background. But definitely starting off on a high vibration this morning. And before we go on, as usual, I would like to start off with the intention of my room, as usual. So we are here in the Intelligent Traveler Room, and the intention of this space is to recognize that there are 7.8 billion people in this world, and the goal is to connect with 9 people who are interested and committed to making a change in their life, and that impacts them financially moving forward. So people who are already successful, who are already movers and shakers, who are influential, who definitely recognize the power of residual income and network marketing, and who want to bring that into their lifestyle as well. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, what I am here to do is talk to you about, or speak with you about rather, just some of the things that we touched on this past week within the travel industry. And sometimes I just get so overwhelmed with my notes because I listen to everything and write down so many notes. And I'm just like, okay, what do I share with you today? I have something that came up that was, I think, really interesting, colors training, but this is all like personality types, and understanding different personalities. But I also really like emotional intelligence, and I know that, you know, we're talking about travel business and travel industry trends in this room, but at the end of the day, that it is a relationship business, and we want to always acknowledge that, and then learn how to work with people, right? And so I think one thing that I would say I have very high emotional intelligence, or at least I try to always come from a place of understanding and compassion of like for the other person, have a lot of patience, so to anger, you know, because you never know what somebody's perspective is when they're approaching you. So one of the trainings that was really good this week was on emotional intelligence. And they're using the book, I actually have it here, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. If anybody wanted to get it, it's by Travis Bradbury and Jean Greaves. It's a really good book. It's a short read, so it should be good for anyone who's interested. Oh gosh, more good music. Sorry, like it's early in the morning, so like the music keeps me going. So forgive me if like at random times I just like turn up the music, but soca music definitely keeps me going. it's like it's so spiritual. Some of it, yeah, like some of it is like really just like hype and yeah, vulgar. But all in good taste. Some of it is just like very uplifting as well. Actually, most of it is rather uplifting. That's why we love it so much, because it's just like, get in the street and just be free and give thanks. It's all about rejoicing. Anyhow, but emotional intelligence, putting as a leader, it's always good to put an emotional action plan into play. And there are 15 strategies in the book about self-awareness, and in this training they went through a few of them. Yeah, I have the list here, but like I'm looking at my notes and then at the book too. But one thing that they said is like, if you tap into your self-awareness, or you tap into the strategies that can help you improve your self-awareness, you can soar in your life and in your business. And as an individual, you can have no smaller or no greater mastery than oneself, because at the end of the day, that's all you can really control. You can only control how you think. You can only control how you perceive things. You can only control your reaction to different situations. And it is always helpful to develop a straightforward and honest awareness of the things that can probably get you off of that path. So things that make you tick. And like pay attention to those things, yeah, sorry. But there are also the two main tools when you tap into these things are honesty and courage, because you're going to be doing a self-assessment, or like an internal scan, right? And you have to be very honest with yourself, and then you have to have courage to either continue to do those things or to make a change. So when you start applying these tools, like the tools that you learn in the book, or after you do your scan and you recognize like, this is where I'm at, when you start applying the tools to make adjustments, you will continue to learn more about yourself, and you'll make progress and you'll see it. But just continue to be patient with yourself along the journey. Definitely continue to assess your level of emotional maturity, because I think that's where we tend to fall off. Like if we're not emotionally mature, if like somebody says one thing off to you and you're like, yo, not today, and then it just goes left from there. So we definitely want to check on that. So some of the strategies to implement are to stop thinking about your feelings as good or bad, and just allow them. Like you have to just acknowledge how you feel about something and express it, let it out. And even like this week I was talking to, like, sorry to bring it up, but just to my mom, and something happened to her, and I have a tendency of, I want to just think positive about everything. So sometimes I don't even want to like discuss the negative things. But then she was like, please don't silence me. Like these are my feelings and I'm sharing it with you. And like I really just had to pause, because that was very valid. And it comes right back to this, like you have to assess your feelings and acknowledge your feelings. And if you have someone that you feel comfortable about speaking, if you have someone that you feel comfortable speaking with about what's happening, then use them as an outlet to voice those things. It's very good for your mental health. So needless to say, I did apologize to my mom and I gave her the space to express her feelings. And then a second strategy is to observe the emotional ripple effect of, just observe the emotional ripple effect. because your emotions are so powerful. Like, they drive us to do really, really great things, or they can drive us to do really, really terrible things. So always, yeah, tap into those things. And the third strategy is to lean into your discomfort, right? So we are not perfect people. And anytime those feelings come up, or something that does not make you happy, comes up, and just ask yourself why. Like, why does this make me feel sad? Or why does this get me so angry? Or why do I feel so uneasy about this, right? So lean into the discomfort. People can make you feel some type of way, especially about your business. I will give a perfect example, because I have been in the travel industry now for like going on 3 years and going on 2 years as a marketing professional. I started off as just a travel agent. I purchased a product because I'm like, oh, I travel already. I can just use the travel side for my own travel. And, I've had like friends who, like, we plan trips together, and I've just had experiences where, people just like really talk down about had experiences where people just like talk down on the travel product itself, where like something went wrong in the trip, and they were just like, oh, like, I know somebody who had travel agencies, and like it's all just like it just went when, like, if you ever had somebody just like break you down about something that you were doing, trust me, I've been through it. And I've stuck with it, and I think all of those have been like growing pains of me being a really good travel professional. And now, like, nobody can tell me anything about the business, because I was like, well, this is my experience. I've learned how to do this, but I definitely listened to those people and listened to their gripes and learned from what they were saying about how to make myself better in the business and learn more, right? So those are very uncomfortable things to do, but you have to do those uncomfortable things in order to grow in your business. And in this instance, we're talking about in the travel industry. And another strategy, like, everything is about emotions, right? So feeling your emotions physically, how to, like, physically, if like anything that you experience has an impact on your body. Like, do you get like really bad headaches? Like, are you about to lose your vision? Like, if somebody just really piss you off, or if there's anything else that happens, if it's like a sad, low emotion or high emotion, write those down, because it's always good to just like have a good understanding of where you're coming from, and what works and doesn't work for you. And also know who and what pushes your buttons, because again, like I said, like, it could be your own, like your friends and family. Like, it's definitely, I've had experiences where friends who were the ones who weren't as supportive of me being part of the business, and it really did hurt, because I'm like, oh, I mean, like, I'm doing something, I'm trying. But it just didn't work out the best way. So I won't keep you guys too long, but I just want to just list a few of the self-awareness strategies that you could use for yourself in your business today. So number 1 is quit treating your feelings as good or bad. So just, acknowledge them. The second one is to observe the ripple effect of your emotions, because they do have an impact on your day. And the faster that you're able to recognize what's happening, the faster you're able to just reel it in. And that's something that we use as, like in athletics, right? Because your mind can make you spiral in negative downward motion, descent. And the faster you're able to just be like, okay, this is what's happening, you can end it. And then you can continue to have a great day. Yeah. Okay, and then the third is lean into your discomfort. The fourth is feel your emotions physically. And the fifth is know who and what pushes your buttons. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope that you guys continue to have a great day. And you are equipped to understand how self-awareness strategies helps you improve in your business daily. All right. All right.